It is based on innovation management, technology commercialization on agri-biotechnology. So from the day one, we have been talking about various components of agri-biotechnology like plant culture, secondary agriculture, biofertilizer, biopesticide, and various research aspects like CRISPR-Cas, gene editing, molecular biology. So it is kind of balance from academia and industry.
Okay.
50% we have industry participation, and also we had two global expert. If you allow me, just I can take a call because chief guest is calling. I just convey him.
Yes.
In the valedictory, I have invited Director General of Gujarat Biotechnology University. So in the opening session, our DG he graced the event. DG of Kausalya, the Skill University. KSU, we call it KSU, Kausalya, the Skill University. It has been set up by Department of Skill Development,
Okay.
Government of Gujarat. Similarly, GBU has been set up by Department of Science and Technology. So it comes under Department of Biotechnology, that umbrella. So he is going to come in the valedictory session. If time permits, you also be join that program. And just following up your lecture, it will be
Okay.
completed. So
Yeah.
what I was telling, this is a blend of academic and industry presentation. And we had two speakers from international forum, from APARI, Asia Pacific Association of Agriculture Research Institution, APARI, Thailand.
Okay.
And one person, Mr. Martin from Denmark Technology Transfer Office. He gave a talk on how to commercialize the technology, what are the various components. So he discussed about global perspective. Yesterday we had expert from Sadhguru Consultant, so he talked about the national perspective and the various type of agreement, all various components for technology commercialization. Because as a researcher, something we develop, so how it will be scaled up and how industry can become the partner of those technology. So that linkages, he was highlighting the various process, how to commercialize those technology. So it was a good journey, 1 week, and we had a very sincere participation every day. It was almost, I think, plus 100. They're joining this program. This is weekend, so it is tough for them. Then
Yeah.
also they are managing it very well. So thank you so much. Just for
Thank
the
you.
audience information, we have Mr. Ashish Padgeji. He is a GM marketing, general manager marketing, and he is working in very, very renowned organization, K Bioplant. I personally visited this facility, the Futura and the K Bioplant many times for the recognition, and I have seen its growth during Mr. Ashish tenure and Mr. Kishore Rajan's tenure. Still, they are continuing in guiding the entire team, and the company has grown a lot, and it has become kind of leader, global leader for the floriculture and some kind of international collaboration. They are producing large number of plant, orchids, various orchid, phalaenopsis, and many other plant like Anthurium gervera. So I guess there is no better person to talk about floriculture, tisculture, and a commercial aspect for our audience. And on my request, you accepted this invitation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome you again. And now over to you, Ashish ji.
Yes. Good evening to all of you and namaste. Firstly, I congratulate Dr. Shivkanji for and the entire team of Kaushalya Skill University. You call it KSU, correct?
Yes.
For conducting such a innovative program. Thanks for giving us an opportunity for conducting this lecture. We are glad that Kaushalya Skill University vision and objective is education with skill. We also in KF believe in the same. And for all the businesses today, business operations today, this is immensely required for a better tomorrow to each industry. Okay, so let me start with today's topic, and today's topic is blooming business opportunities, or I can say orchids. Orchids in India are of two types: the dendrobiums, which are used in the cut flowers, and the phalaenopsis today are widely used in the pot plant industry. So blooming business orchids, dendrobium and phalaenopsis in India. Myself, Mr. Ashish Padke, I am the General Manager Marketing for KF Bioplants Pune, with the experience of almost 30 years in this line of plant tissue culture and floriculture. Can everybody mute their...
Mr. Jigar, can you just mute all the participants for some time?
Done, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So the content of today's discussion or the presentation, I have divided into three parts. The first is I will be giving a brief about KF Bioplants, our company profile. Then we'll come to the main topic, the dendrobium cut flowers, the introduction and growing techniques. And then I will come to the phalaenopsis pot plants, the market analysis, marketing strategies, marketing challenges, and a conclusion. We will more focus on the phalaenopsis pot plant because it is one of the biggest growing industry today in India. Pot plant as itself is growing at a very fast rate compared to the cut flowers and greenhouses, cut flowers which are grown in greenhouses because of their own problems, because of the artificial flowers and other things. So we will more concentrate for phalaenopsis pot plants. And as there are many startups who would like to go ahead with such collaborations. So welcome to KF Bioplants. We proudly say that we are India's largest biotech company. So KF Bioplants is a joint venture of Kumar Properties, that is Kumar Builders from Pune, and Hilveda Florist BV from Holland. So we are located at Pune, that is 150 kilometers from Mumbai, India's commercial capital. It's all started almost 33 years back. So we are a 33 years old company in this field. We are spread over 20 hectares in Pune. We are spread over 20 hectares in Pune in two locations. And we have a world-class facility which includes around 16,000 square meters, that is almost 4 acres, is only tissue culture lab. We have 41 fully monitoring growth rooms, which can hold at a time 3 million plants, that is 3 CR plants we can hold at a time. 6.5 hectares completely controlled greenhouses, that is in two locations, one in Pune and 130 kilometers away from Pune, that is placed in Yevat. So with this, today we are producing and marketing around 100 million plants. 100 million plants in almost 20 to 25 different species. The most beauty of this is a workforce of around 1,700 people, of which 90% are women. They are 10 plus, 12 plus, and non-skilled women. We train them to become a skill operator. So when I read about education with skill, I also thought that we are also practicing the same in KF. I'll give you a small example because this is a big session and around 1.5 hours. So let's interact. I'll give you more of my knowledge, how we are in this everything. So it was all almost 15 years back that when this, mall system and everything came up, we were located at a very prime location with 2 malls aside us. Okay. And when during the export major season of export, more than 200 to 250 operators within the span of 15 to 20 days left us. And it was a very difficult position because that time we had around 600 to 700 operators, out of which if almost 1/3 of operators leave you at the last moment, and at the moment where you are peak of the export, it was very difficult for us. So then we decided to start a skill development program for them. So what we did, we have an in-house training. So whenever a new operator comes, we take her inside, we give almost 4 to 5 weeks of our experience. They have to do many things, and slowly they gradually earn this skill, and then we give her a seat inside, for which she has to wait for one month. She has to give an exam to pass to come inside, So because of that, today we are almost having a bench strength more than 10% of our requirement. Secondly, the attrition rate with 1,500 operators working in the company with age group of around 20 to 25, average age group about 25, is just than 3%. That is our biggest achievement. So there are many crops. There are almost 20 different crops. I cannot put all of them here. So I've shown you with some pictures. The Phalaenopsis is one of the main crop with us. We do around, from 100 million, we do around 42 million plants of Phalaenopsis, and we export almost 100% of the plants are exports back to 3 to 4 different locations all over the world to our suppliers. We supply to Netherlands, we supply to US and in South America. Then the most important crop for which KF is known in India as well as all over the world is Gerbera. Gerbera is the cut flower, and we are working with, in fact, 3 breeders or 3 companies, world giants, for their production. So they are competitors all over the world, but we produce plants for them at a single location. So I am proud to say that of 90% of Gerbera worldwide is produced by us, by KF Bioplants in Pune. So we have a collaboration with Hilvada Floris, which has a major stakeholder of 78% world share. Then Struers, Domaine Orange. These are the 3 breeders. Then the cut flower filler segment, which is one of the very important segment these days, are the Gypsophillas. So we do them by tissue culture and supply to the local market. Then in the Gerberas, we are also with the landscape series. On your left, you can see the landscape series. These are the landscape series of Gerberas known as Gardenias, the Limoniums. Then we have Calla lilies, Ranunculus, and pot plant Gerberas as well. Then there are many other crops like Echinacea. Then we are working in anthuriums and many of them, almost 20 to 25 different species. These are a few of our collaborators. We are with almost 18 collaborator or renowned global giants. So the main two collaborators are Hilvada Floris for gerberas, limoniums, echinacea, and then you have alstromerias and many of them, the many crops. Then the floricultura is a joint venture of KF Bioplants with Futura, with floricultura. They are leaders in Phalaenopsis. They produce and market around 120 million plants of Phalaenopsis per year. Then we have Capitan for calla lily bulbs, Danzigers for Gypsophila screwers, again for gerberas, Royal Vanzanta, Vanderhoods, then KP Holland. So almost 18 renowned giants are with us. Now, as I told you, Futura Bioplant is a subsidiary of KF Bioplant, which produces over 40 million plants of Phalaenopsis orchids annually. The company has a collaboration with Futura Bioplant, Futura BV Holland, a renowned Phalaenopsis. So KF Bioplants plus Futura BV Holland came together to form this new company called Futura Bioplants. Now, we have in the 5 labs, we have 2 labs are only dedicated for Phalaenopsis. And we are coming with a 3rd lab, which is under construction. So by end of 2025, we will be proudly producing more than 65 million plants of Phalaenopsis and exporting back to Holland or the countries they are required of. So almost 60% of the requirement of floricultura will be producing in India. They are closing the infrastructure, their labs in China, and they are investing in India. So almost 80%, that is from 100 million, 80 million plants, we export to around 30 different locations all over the world. Not only to the exports, but we are also connected to Indian farmers. We supply gerberas, we supply gerberas, limonium, gypsophilas, then calla lilies and limoniums, and now alstroemeria to around 6,500 farmers all over India. So we have a team of almost 25 agriculture graduates, postgraduates, and a back office team of 5 people who support the farmers in India. The backbone of this industry, the most important thing, what is needed in the industry is the technical backup. And KF not only supplies quality planting material, but helps the farmers with regular or monthly field visits to their farm to grow a best quality. So we are proudly having a market share of around 90% in India also. It's a successful Indo-Dutch business model. We are in our 33rd year of our facilities, and we are successfully growing. So with this, I will have to complete the brief introduction about what KF is doing. Okay, now I come to the main topic, and the main topic, as I told you, is I have divided today the orchid topic into 2 parts. One is the Dendrobium cut flower and the Phalaenopsis pot plant. So right now we will go into the part of Dendrobium cut flower. So the scientific name is Dendrobium. It's from the orchid family. It's a native of Southeast Asia and epiphytic in nature. Dendrobium are excellent for cut flowers. And individual blooms can also be used in bouquets. And they can be adapted to a wide range of climatic and topographical conditions. Now, when I say this, Dendrobium in cut flower industry in India is almost uh, 12 to 15 years old crop. And today, we are growing Dendrobium in various climatic conditions. If you see to the Southeast Asian countries, they are morely grown on the coastal. But when it has come to India, we can find projects all over Orissa, then we have West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, parts of Goa, parts of Maharashtra also, which are near the coast. But also, I can proudly tell you that we are successfully growing Dendrobium in central India also. Last week, 2 days back, I was to a plot of around 10 acres of Dendrobium, which is near Raipur, which is growing Dendrobium last for 4 or 5 years. So this is a crop which right now is being grown exclusively from the central India to the coastal line, and the north is part of it. Thailand is one of the biggest supplier of Dendrobium flowers and the plants. So right now, majority, almost I can say 90% of young plants are imported to India from Thailand. So why Dendrobium? The first is Dendrobium is the highest demand worldwide. So if you Google, which is most important cut flower today in the entire world is Dendrobium. Again, lesser gestation period than Phalaenopsis. So when you compare Phalaenopsis with Dendrobium orchid, it is more faster than the Phalaenopsis. Why it is preferred? Because of it's a very hardy plant. It is resistant to many pests and diseases. It requires less manpower to compare to other plants grown in polyhouses. So like when I compare it to with Gerberas, roses, if I say in 1 acre, you should have a manpower of around 4 to 5 people, on a daily basis for all the operations, right from fertilizers, giving showering, or sprays, or harvesting of the flowers to packing of the flowers. But when it comes to Dendrobium, you can have around 2 to 3 people are fine with 1 hectare, not 1 acre. So comparatively, it requires less manpower, and preferred in coastal regions because of high humidity. But today, parameters like humidity, sunlight can be controlled in the polyhouses. So with using more humidity, like foggers, sprinklers, Dendrobium are grown in various parts of Indian conditions. Like as I told you, central India is growing a good quantity of Dendrobium. Now I came to the climate requirement for Dendrobium. So the best climatic optimum range of climate required for Dendrobium is between 20 degrees to 35 degrees. Okay. If the temperature goes below 20 degrees, then the flower bird drop happens. So, in central India, like places in Chhattisgarh or Maharashtra, I'm not talking about the North India, but the central India, the skies are normally clear, even during the winters. When you go in the north, there's more cloud or more fog compared to central India, because a daytime morning few hours it may be foggy and evening into foggy, but the main time between 9 a.m. to let's say 4 or 5 p.m. you get a very clear sky. In this the temperature increases, so that really helps to grow dendrobium there. Okay, and the photo period light requirement is around 20 to 30,000 lux. Okay, to grow the best quality of dendrobium flowers. Relative humidity required is 60 to 80%, and in with such a high humidity levels, excellent ventilation is also required. It requires the frequency of water really depends on the factors like temperature, aeration, light intensity, etc. And the nutrition also requirement are very less. It's like if you go with crops like gerberas or roses, it requires regular fertilization, daily fertilization. But when it comes to Phalaenops dendrobium, it requires a fertilization once or twice a week. So initial 4 months after plantation, it is a ratio of NPK 3:1:1. Then between 5 to 7 months, it is 1:3:1. And then after the phosphorus, potash requirement goes higher, and it is 1:1:3. So I'll just yeah. So dendrobium are successfully grown under polyhouses, but these polyhouses need something different than the regular tooth saw type of polyhouses. They need more shadow, because as I told you, you require only 20,000 to 30,000 lux. And so these structures where dendrobium orchids are grown are called as shadow halls. Okay, so the specification like height 6 meters, gutter height 4.5 meters, the bay size 8.4 meters. This are at the polyhouse specification. But what you require is on the top of the plastic, you require a shade net, a 45% monofilament filament green shade net. Then you have the white diffuse plastic of 200 micron under this shade net, and then below this plastic, we have additional 50% monofilament green shade net. And this shade net can be, it's not a fixed shade net, but it is operative in nature, depending on the sunlight. Then from the side, you require more aeration. So people, this shadow hall has monofilament green rollable shade nets available. So once you have this shadow hall ready, then construction of the beds are more important. And the beds are of two types. It can be on the cement pole base stand, which is cost effective, or the GI pipe stand. Now, difference is one is more cost effective, and the other is can be fabricated as per as requirement and easily modified. So this is the bed like. So we plant around, the bed size is around 1.2 meters, and the height of the bed on which the plants are planted is around 70 centimeters. Now, each plant, there is a cocoa husk attached as a media, which supports the growth of dendrobium. Individual plant is planted in this media, and the plant is fastened by to the media with the help of rubber bands. And this shell, coconut husk shell with a plant is kept. There are on the bench. So you can see how they are laid on the benches here. Normally they are planted there are 4 rows. And this wires goes because you have to tie the plants to the so they can stand erect. Now we go to the production. The first spike emergence of a hardened plants is after 10 to 12 weeks, height of 10 to 12 in 4 months after the plantation. So the spike emergence is around 10 to 12 of around 4 months. In the first year, you get between 2 to 3 spikes, but there are small spikes because the plant is yet to grow. It doesn't have a side shoots, so which bears around 3 to 5 florets. The second year after plantation, there are more spikes, between 3 to 5 spikes, and the quality of number of florets also increases. But the real production starts from the 3rd year to 4th year onwards. So in 1 year, you can get around 8 to 10 spikes with 10 to 12 florets. So when I come, around 40,000 plants can be planted in 1 acre. So the first year, you can get around 40,000 spikes. So the market around 10% you reduce because of bad quality or some problems. So almost 35 to 36,000 spikes you can sell. But because the spikes are of not that good quality, the average rates, which are between 8 to 15 rupees, you can expect a rate of 8 to 10 rupees. So an income of around, let's say 3.5 lakh rupees. But the second year, the quality of the spike also increases. So you can expect around 120,000 spikes, that is 1,20,000 spikes. So income around 18 lakh rupees. And the third year, it becomes double, so almost 300 plus 300, 3 lakh spikes from the third and the fourth year, which with the average income of around 35 to 40 lakh rupees. If I say today, even there are projects in India, but even today, cut flowers, dendrobium are imported from Thailand. Okay, and when I search, we found that around 1,600 shipments have arrived between March 23 to April. From April 23 to March 24 last year. So I can say an average of around 4 to 5 shipments per day. So that such a huge requirement of dendrobium flowers are there in India. But again, we have, when I come to the constraint of, floriculture, cut flowers in India, the biggest problem today is use of artificial flowers. So before COVID, the industry was grooming very well. It was growing very well with the average around, many farmers were in different crops and successfully earning a lot of money. But after, during COVID, flowers not been the main use in Indian society. We had lots of problems. And even today, flowers in India, fresh flowers are used in India not for the self requirement, but they are more used in the wedding. And this is the biggest drawback today. And use of plastic. Now you go to any wedding, you check, you will get almost 80% to 90%. All big fat weddings only have artificial flowers, and that has killed the Indian industry. Okay, the flower industry in India. So on one side, the government is giving subsidies to grow flowers to the farmers, but on the other side, farmers are facing this difficulty. So this was the second part of Dendrobium. Now, as I told you, we will more focus on Phalaenopsis pot plants. Because this is one crop which has come up very well in Indian market. So when I say Phalaenopsis and the pot plant industry in India, after COVID, the pot plant industry of India is growing very fast. Because work from home came, and where people had real good time, and then they started investing their time and money in pot plants. So a lot of flowering pot plants with green plants are used today, and the industry is really blooming. So Phalaenopsis is one of the new pot plants today in this industry. Till before COVID, or after COVID also, KF Bioplants was not marketing Phalaenopsis in India. But during the Russia-Ukraine war, in the gas prices in Europe went very high. Because of this, lots of the orders got cancelled. So thanks to Mr. Putin, that it gave us an opportunity to start marketing flowers, the plants, Phalaenopsis in India. So exports came down by almost 35 to 40% in that year. And we had to really throw away the plants. And then the management decided to start Phalaenopsis for the local market. And this is how we have started now. So it is one of the increasing popular indoor plant today, because they are not only grown for gifts, but they are also grown for home decor. So when I come to the marketing analysis, okay, this is a steadily expanding market. The pot Phalaenopsis market is steadily expanding today. Because India is a fast urbanizing, particularly metros, tier 1 and tier 2 cities in India. See, if you see the urban population in 2000, it was almost 25% of Indian population were staying in the tier 1 and tier 2 cities of India. But today, around 37% of Indian population is staying in these cities. When I say the disposable income group is in India is growing. What do you mean by disposable group income is, after you pay your tax, all your investments, all your expenses, today there is a big group in India where you have some money left for yourself. So this is the disposable income group, and this is really growing in India thanks to the IT industry, the growing IT industry, and many other industry where the young generation has enough money to spend on themselves, and changing lifestyle preferences. rising awareness of and the benefits of indoor plants. As you all know, there are lots of air purifying plants, or the flowering plants, which gives you mental it keeps you away from mental stress, and gives you a peace like feeling, something like this. So the use of indoor plants increasing day by day, and the corporate gifting and the decor trends are also developing in India. So as I was telling you, the Indian population and economy is very fast growing. The youths in India are 34% and increasing the middle class families. So initially, we used to show Indian economy is like a triangle. There are more poor at the base and very few, I can say, rich people on the top. But now the Indian economy from triangle has turned into Momo. You have a big population, which is higher middle class families, and they have enough money to spend on themselves. As I told you, 38% of Indian population stays in cities and metros. The disposable income is growing by 8 to 10% per year in last 1 decade. So, which are the examples? The examples are Indian aviation market. It is the third largest and the fastest growing market in world today. See the number of flights you used to get almost 10 years back, and you get today. During COVID, we found out that the highest net surfing for flowers and plants was during COVID. So Indian people have more trends to Google for flowers and plants to buy for their homes or to give to their dear ones. And even the third format was the birthday cake celebration. I don't remember during my age, when I was a kid, there were no or very few cake shops. I come from Mumbai, so we used to have only 2 or 3 cake shops in Mumbai that time. But today, each lane has a 2 or 3 cake shop. So this is not our culture, but we have adopted this culture of cutting the cake. And even today, now you go to any taluka place or a small village, people there too also celebrate by cutting the cakes. So a westernized culture of cutting the cake for your birthday celebration can be adopted. Why can't the Indian population start using flowers or plants for the celebration? And that is needed. As I told you, these are the few photographs. Urbanization in India, you have metros, you have air linkages, linking today. Aviation ministry is growing very fast, and small houses also celebrating birthdays. So this is all urban because of urbanization. Now, as you see, I show you some photographs of rising awareness of indoor plants. This was mainly during the COVID part. So it was the use of more green or flowering plants became a fashion in India right now. So now plants are used for flowering plants are used as for gifting, as also they are used for ourselves. So for any home decor also, people go buy plants for themselves also. So what should be the marketing strategy for supply of such kind of pot plants? So first, utilize the social media platform. Use of the social media for advertising and promotion is now a very important and a successful trend of marketing of the product. I know everybody will agree on this point. But also very important is to educational workshop. Just selling should not be the part, but after selling, supporting the buyer, how or to educate the buyer of the growing technique uh, will help to develop that crop. So organizing workshop and exhibition will help to educate the consumers about the growing technique, care to be taken, and the aesthetic appeal of this crop. So as you see, on your left is the social media to promote the sales of the crop, and on the right is educating the consumers how to take care of the plants at home. So channels to expand the sales. Now sales can be expanded through e-commerce platform like Amazon, Flipkart, which is now you go to any, if you want to buy plants, you can go to the Amazon and search, you will get the plants. So now it is emerging one of the leading platforms to purchase the plants. Then you have retail partnerships like corporate gifting, garden centers, florists, decor stores. So now if you go in posh areas, there are stores where these nursery people have put their stores there from where they can sell the plants. Even the florist also sells the plant. Then the corporate gifting has emerged one of the leading promotional areas where you can now sell your plants. So what is required is just not to sell your plant, but also sell with a presentable, by presenting of the product, attractive presenting of the product. I will give you a small example here. One of my friend has started a startup in Bangalore. It's in the name of iFlora, and they supply fresh flower on subscription basis. Okay, and they supply flowers on subscription basis, on a monthly basis, where you go to their site, you select one of the which part you have to, like what you have to buy for that month, and they supply the flowers 4 to 5 times in a month. And one of the place, they said when they started the business, they told that we are eco-friendly, and one of the shipment went with a rubber band, and the lady customer refused to take that shipment, and she said, I don't want this shipment because you say you are eco-friendly, but you are giving with a rubber band. And this is how then they started using jute threads to tie the flowers. Fine. So you should be innovative and presentable. So the e-commerce and how presentable you can be in selling the pot plants of Phalaenopsis. So what are the marketing challenges today? The marketing challenges, the most important marketing challenge today is the Phalaenopsis pot plants are price sensitive because they are sold as a premium product, and firstly, the Phalaenopsis, when we supply the tissue culture plants, the hardening period is 8 to 10 months. Then 8 to 10 months is the flowering period. So after the plant comes out of a tissue culture lab, it gives you a first flower after almost 16 to 18 months. So the cost of the plant is very high compared to
other low-cost nursery products. Like we are selling Phalaenopsis in flowering somewhere between 500 rupees to 1500 rupees. We are selling Gerbras in pots. We are around 100 rupees, because when you plant a Gerbera, the hardening period is almost 6 to 8 weeks, that is 1.5 months. And after 3 months, it starts flowering. So around 5 months, you get the first flowers in pot Gerbras. But in Phalaenopsis pots, you get the first flower after 18 months. So the cost is high, on a higher side. Then the logistic part and the handling, even today, with the products is very poor. So we have to really work on that. So you should have a good quality packaging to deliver the product. Then the pest and diseases and proper care. This is a very important, and it's one of the biggest bottleneck today, because this is only because of no right technical education. So what I feel is just not supplying the plant will work, but we have to also give complete technical education how to take care of the flowers or the plant when it arrives. And Phalaenopsis is more climatic sensitive. So because if the temperature goes high, the humidity goes high, then the plant will have problems. So Phalaenopsis is such a plant that you have to keep them in more a shadow-like conditions where the temperatures are also on the lower side. So I give you there are few comparison photographs. See the poor logistic facilities. This is not for Phalaenopsis India, but in India today also such poor logistic facilities are used. Then the pest and disease problems are there, and then our buyers are more price sensitive buyers. Now, where these flowers or Phalaenopsis can be used? Firstly, Phalaenopsis can be widely used everywhere. The weddings, then you have the healthcare. You can supply the plants to the hospitals. They can keep them in the hospitals or the rooms in the hospital. So it gives a better feeling than the spas, and also for gifting. To the hotels and also home decor. So it's people have started buying plants for themselves. Also, they give it for gifting. So the conclusion here is the marketing Phalaenopsis pot plant is in India is a lucrative opportunity for business development for entrepreneurs. The need is to adopt innovative marketing strategies and addressing the challenges proactively. And the business objective should always be maintain focus on the quality of the final product and customer satisfaction. So these are the three very important points needed. So thank you very much. And this is a small presentation I have done.
Thank you, Ashish ji. So
Yes.
now we can take up questions.
Yes, please.
Neelu Joshi ji is asking, 90% workers are 10th, 12th pass. So there is
Yes.
scope for opportunity for graduate, PG, or doctorate.
These are the operators when 90% are the operators. But yes, we do have graduates, postgraduates with good experience, and we have those are the product managers, or you can say supervisors or senior supervisors. So we have those options also in company.
And the second part, she's asking, how do we encourage university student to pursue in this field? Is entrepreneurship is the most feasible option?
Yes, I see. See now, which field we want to. We want to be as a startup business or in the as a salary person. So when I see this is one of the big opportunity. I was with a grower in Indore yesterday. Okay, and he is growing gerbras, gypsophillas for last almost 8 to 9 years. He is in age of around 30s. Okay, he is an entrepreneur. He's a farmer entrepreneur who is he has come up in a new crops, growing them and marketing it. But then when I spoke with him, I told him, you should also start with a new startup of subscription model in a place like Indore, finding 150 houses, supplying them fresh flowers every week, and getting good quality money. And so that can be one of the chance as a startup.
Dr. Vimal is asking, what are the major challenges you are facing in floriculture? So can you
Okay,
elaborate
it's a
experience part, the challenges,
okay.
various challenges, and how you are addressing those challenges?
Yes, yes. So, what are the major challenges facing in floriculture? Or there are we are in both side. One is the tissue culture part of it, and where we produce the plants. And the most important challenge today to India, if you want to start up a tissue culture, is even Dr. Saab will agree on it, is the today when you start a tissue culture lab, your window is you start with crops like bananas or some nursery crops, and windows of selling such crops is very less. So what happens uh, in a 5 to 6 years, it is not a lucrative positive business, and they get closed. So the major challenge for tissue culture today is uh, is because of geopolitics today, labs, suppliers from buyers from, I can say, Europe or US wants to invest in India in tissue culture, supply the plants and getting their plants produce and take them back. And now they are not so much sure with China. They don't believe in China, so they want to come to India. But whenever we want to import new crops to India, there is a PRA called Pest Risk Analysis, and it's the biggest hurdle today. To anything new to import to India, the regulation is so long, and it takes may take it sometime it takes almost 5 to 6 years, and nobody wants to wait till that. So constraint in tissue culture, yes, this is the main constraint. Opportunities are there from Europe and US to invest in India, but the PRI regulation with the government of India is very difficult. Okay, challenges face in floriculture is, I don't think there is any challenge for the farmers today with good technology available, quality planting material available, and good manpower available. The only main challenge is marketing your final products. As I discussed during my presentation today, artificial flowers, use of artificial flower is the biggest challenge. On one side, the government is giving subsidies to the farmers to produce flowers, but the market today is one of the biggest challenge today, because in marriages today, artificial flowers, plastic flowers are used, and that is hampering the growth of this industry.
Thank you for this elaborated response. We have one feedback and discussion point from Arunachal Pradesh, Dr. Sanjeev Kalita. In fact, I had visited their center, very good institute, and working a lot in tissue culture,
Yes,
as well as they have very good biodiversity, source of good plant. So what
yes.
he's asking, he's saying that are there any strategic collaboration for future plan with academic institution of Northeast? This is the first part of the question. Northeast UNA collaboration, or you planning to do something for Northeast?
Okay, so academic collaboration, but all such type of collaboration is a decision not taken by me, but I have to bring it to my seniors. And if there is good opportunities, we can always discuss. So, Dr. Saab, Shukla Saab, my request to Sanjeev, Mr. Dr. Sanjeev is, I have, please note my number and my mail ID or take it from Dr. Shukla, and we will be in touch when such opportunities will come. We will really look into it. Today, two universities, the ICRI, the CSIR in Assam, Jorhat, we are giving plants as trials for their students. So that we are doing.
Thank you. Second part is informing that Northeast and especially Arunachal has vast potential for the orchid, many varieties of the orchid. So I think we can work it out later on.
Yes, here I would like to, answer it more better here. I was with CSIR last week, this week, in fact. I had attended their monitoring committee meeting in NBRI Lucknow. And there it was decided that, rather than investing money on development of marigold, roses, gerberas, or gladulus, native crops in India, like orchids. You have a vast collection of orchids in Northeast, which are in jungle. They are to be made more commercial. So government, even CSI are looking forward to come up in their next stage of bringing those orchids into the mainstream.
Nice. Manisha Singh is asking, what are the other commercial varieties of orchid other than the mentioned in the PPT? So,
Right now, in India, only dendrobium are majorly used for cut flowers, and phalaenopsis are also used for cut flowers and pot plants. But you have mokaras and other varieties also, which can be grown successfully in India.
and Mr. Arun Chopra is asking, how does the variation in flower color brought about?
Okay, variation in colors. So nature has given such a beautiful colors to the flowers. Why we should try to bring a variation in flower colors? That's one. But I think I'm not that technical because all these breeding programs are very different programs. But I think maybe some type of radiations are used to bring changes in the color. If you visit sites from Bhabha Atomic Center, or you can have a discussion with doctors from DS, Director of Floriculture Research, which is placed in Pune, you can get a proper answer on this. Because we are in tissue culture, so it's like a Xeroxing. We get the originals, we Xerox it, and we supply it. So we are not more into the R&D part of it, at least in India.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much. It was a very elaborated presentation. You can
Thank you,
unshare
sir.
your slide now.
So if someone wants I'll show my phone numbers. I'll just
You can put in the chat box.
yes, I'll just give it the slide, last slide. These are my phone numbers. It's 922
Anyway, I
double.
am going to share your slide with them, so they will get
Okay,
it.
okay. So they can get it, correct?
Yes. Any other question from the audience? They can raise their hand. If someone is willing to start a disculture facility or doing something in ornamental plant, orchids,
Yeah, or any floriculture
any
things,
floriculture.
not just related to uh, the presentation part of it.
Right. I guess there is no further question.
Good.
This is a marathon presentation for last 6 days. So
Yes.
I think saturation level is coming up. So this is we are reaching a final
Yeah,
stage.
I can understand. I can, and even as you told, it was on the Saturday evening,
Yes,
and
on
it's the
Saturday
last
evening
presentation.
when you have so many personal engagement and
Uh, but Dr. Saab, as I request you, even students, if they want to come and visit the facilities, or anybody from our today's people who have participated in this show, is like anyone who comes to Pune, please give us a call and feel free to visit us to see our facilities. We will be very happy to show our facilities, have a discussion, and seeing is believing, and nowhere in India you can get such a big facilities of plant tissue culture available. So even the last secretary, Mr. Manoj Hoja, who is now the agriculture secretary, he visited 1.5 years back for just half an hour. But when he came to the facilities, he stayed with us for more than 3 hours and really enjoyed a good discussion with us, and heard our problems, uh, and yes, there is one more question. Does the company gives internship opportunities to the student? Yes, it can give, uh, but you have to send your biodata uh, to me or on info@K Bioplants, and then we can look into it.
And he is
Without
paying
charge
favors,
based.
and I have got pleasure of visiting your facility many times for full day.
Yes,
I
thank
have
you.
seen multiplying your company 20 to 40, 40 to 80,
Yeah,
KF
and
to
now I'm
Kisira,
crossing 100, Dr. Saab.
100. Very
Yes,
nice.
yeah,
So all the video and during COVID also we had a visit in
yes.
virtual mode.
So in COVID, I will tell you that when the COVID started, we were we were just closed during COVID. The first we were just closed for 5 days.
Okay. You got
Yes,
permission
5 days,
to operate.
and we feel so proud that in April we were running with almost 500 staff. Then in May we were with 750 or 800. By June we were running with 90% of our staff, and we could export 90% of our exports. We could deliver them. We had 4 charter flights that year, sending our plants back to Netherlands.
Oh, great.
So that was the biggest achievement. Yeah, and sir, where is your tissue culture banana plants in market? No, we don't supply banana plants. KF Bioplants, there is one more company, KF Bioplants, I think that is Kapoor Farms.
In
They are
Bangalore,
supplying
it is
Bangalore
K
based, they are
Biotech.
supplying banana plants.
It is K Biotech. KF
Yes,
Biotech in Bangalore.
Biotech from Bangalore. They are in supply of banana plants.
They are doing.
Is there any charges for doing internship? I don't think there are any charges for doing internship if you are selected, but your residence and your food remains with you. We don't have in-house facilities for residence and food.
So, Ashish ji, what we are thinking KSU,
Yes.
we are planning some kind of structured short-term skill course on plant culture operation in the quality management aspect.
Okay.
And we need industry partner like you. So already we have been working with all the companies. In fact, for tissue culture, you know that for last 15, 17 years, I have been visiting all the companies and I have
Yes.
close contact with you, everyone.
Yes. Yes.
So I would request you just block your March 20th date. We are
Okay.
planning a conference.
Yes.
So for the information of the audience that we'll have very good industry session, a kind of roundtable meeting where we can formulate some kind of tissue culture platform to address this kind of queries for the internship, for the skill development, for some kind of market-oriented activities, or even some kind of policy advocacy. We can form some kind of a group,
Yes.
working group from a Gujarat point of view, as well as
Yes.
the country point of view.
When you been from Gujarat and hometown of the Prime Minister of India, if you can, help the tissue culture industry, and you been one of the legend in tissue culture industry with government and various other tissue culture. It was a good connection always when we worked with you, Dr. Saab. And what I feel is, if we come with this point of PRA, pest risk analysis,
Okay.
whatever is imported in bottles, in agar, should have a very short-term PRA. In tissue culture, in industry in India can grow very well. It can become like the hospitable industry. Why, if a patient who would like to come to India for any type of operation, why comes to India? Because you get good quality doctors, you get good hospitals, you get good nursing, and everything is cheap again. So they come to India, get operated, and go back. So similarly, just with crops like bananas or ornamental crops, Indian tissue culture industry cannot grow. You
Perfect.
also know it. You
Good medical crops.
require good amount of jobs from Europe and US to come to India, produce and export them back. And this is a very good opportunity because the faith on China has come down, sir.
Okay.
And people want to invest in India. If we don't give them the opportunity, they will invest somewhere else. They will not wait. So if we together can go to the government, speak with the Commerce Ministry, because it is also a part of PRA, the Agriculture Ministry and the PM, it will work very well for the industry.
So excellent conference, what you are planning in the March 20th. Let's
Yes.
create a foundation for this kind of activities.
Yes, sir.
And I'm more inclined for the commercial aspect.
Yes.
And so it will be kind of good connectivity with all industry and the government.
Yes.
Any other question we have? Okay. We don't have further question. So we can switch over to the next session now.
Yes.
Dear participants, just take a few minute break. Don't exit from the meeting. Have some water, and in 2-3 minutes we will start with electricity. Just give me 2 minutes. We'll initiate again.